Hello again. What I'd like to do is give you guys a reference video to walking through creating a discussion topic using Flipgrid.com. I'm going to use the discussion topic I'm going to post for you guys during this training and walk you through how I set it up. Please head to Flipgrid.com in your address bar, or head to Google and type in Flipgrid to get to this home screen. Once on Flipgrid's home screen, there are going to be options up top for educator login and educator sign up. If you have not created an account yet, please click on Educator Sign Up, and what that'll ask you to do is to create an account. The quickest, easiest, and most preferred route is to click on the Google Sign Up and use your MPS credentials to get in. When clicking that button, if you're already logged in on a district device, it should automatically create the account for you using that. Otherwise, please create the account using your @milwaukee.k12.wi.us account. I'm already logged in, so I'm just going to click on Educator Login, and since I'm a district computer, it's automatically going to jump me into my account. Once in to create your new discussion post, please click on the Discussions tab at the top and navigate your way to the blue Add a Topic button. As seen here, I have a number of different critiques that I did last semester during virtual instruction, helping my high school students create a space to critique their artwork after each unit. So click on Add a Topic, and Flipgrid's going to guide you to a pretty user-friendly way to create your brand new discussion. As mentioned, I'm going to create the discussion we're going to do in class in this tutorial. So I'm going to call it See, Think, Wonder, District Art PD. Next, I'm going to give some prompt written description of the instructions. Don't judge, we're all human. Next, I'm going to create a video. So for some of my students that would rather hear me or see me, they can get these audible instructions on top of the written instructions. One of the things I'm going to do before I start my video is I'm going to take my glasses off, because as you can see, there's a wicked glare. Don't mind, whoops, my blemish. Next, I'm going to click on the Effects tab, and I'm going to try to add the artwork in that I would like you guys to analyze. It is also in our slideshow today, but for the Flipgrid aspect, I'm going to click on Photo, and it's going to ask me to go find a photo. And I do believe I put it on my desktop. Oh, and I'm going to navigate here as quickly as I can to find the piece of artwork and post it to my video right next to me and conveniently over some of the distraction in the background. Next, I'm going to start to record my instructions. Hello, class. Today, we are going to use the See, Think, Wonder method of analyzing a piece of artwork by having a discussion on this piece of artwork shown here. Please take a few minutes to stare at this artwork, see what you can see in this very busy composition. Wonder about why the artist did it and why they chose some of the images in there. And think out loud to what this artist might be trying to say when they created this artwork and what they might want the audience or the viewers to see in this piece of artwork. Then please click a video response and respond to what you saw, what you wondered, and what you think. Hello, class. Today we are going to, we don't have to listen to me all over again. On this particular spot, it does take an automatic selfie to present this video for. And since I did use the artwork we're going to talk about today and my own face, I'm going to leave this and I'm not going to create a new selfie. This is another opportunity, though, where you can put in another photo and repost that artwork. But since it took a clip from the video I just made, we're going to leave it up. Once complete, you can move on and look at some of the other aspects of what controls you have as a teacher. One of the first things I like to look at is the permissions. I like to use private as my setting, and I like to use the student email. As mentioned a little earlier, this is where you put in your MPS credentials. What this does is it stops anybody from getting in that does not already have an MPS account. It builds in a little bit of digital citizenship for our students and forces them to use their MPS login, their S number, to participate in this activity. Again, if they're using an MPS Chromebook, they should already be logged into these things, but this will help to limit those that see and interact on this video sharing site. Next, you can go down to talk about the moderations. You should be a moderator that does look over what the students say to each other. Because as we all know, sometimes students might want to be class clowns and they might add or say inappropriate things. So choosing to be a topic moderator, have moderation, will alert you to videos, and then you can approve to have those videos and responses added to the rest of the discussion or the public discussion within our private discussion on Flipgrid. Since I'm going to trust you as adults, I'm going to take that off and allow you guys to interact with each other today. Also, you can change the recording time. How long do you want the video response to be? I have found good success this last semester with 2 minutes and 30 seconds for my high schoolers to present their artwork and talk about their piece with a brief introduction. Also, students have responded to each other, and 2 minutes and 30 seconds has seemed to be enough. If you choose to have it shorter or longer, that is where you can change it. You can also state comments only, text only, or video and text comments. For today, I'm going to stick to the video comments. It takes a little bit of the edge off for students to have to worry about writing and spelling and just be at ease having a discussion as if we were face-to-face in class. Next, you can click on the more options to change a couple more of the settings to make sure that you have a positive experience interacting with your students and Flipgrid for this activity. I can add an attachment, a note, a discussion. I can remind students about See, Think, Wonder. I can also add the picture that we had, and I can try to link that in here. Next, you can change its status. I am going to make it active, and I'm going to change it to only be up for approximately 3 days, the duration of me preparing for our presentation and then working together. You can have notifications on. This will allow you and students to understand when things happen. I would suggest clicking on every new video and comments so that you can follow along with how your students are interacting with this activity. But if you don't want your cell phone to ding and get an email, and you don't want to flood your emails with notifications, you can adjust that setting as you need. Next, we have some more video features where students can add in selfies and videos. I allow that. It's my way of connecting with the students, and in some cases, allowing me to even see who they are, because a lot of high schoolers don't like to turn their cameras on. Next, you can have an attachment or a link. Students don't need to add anything in, so I would take that off when working with students. I'm also going to recommend, but you can make your choice about clicking off the likes. We don't need to make this a popularity contest. We only need to reference social media. We do not need to have that adding on, liking that video. We'd rather have our students respond with the video and articulating their thoughts and knowledge. Next, I would also say to take off the download and share. That way, if something happens to be done that you or your students would be unhappy with having shared, that is taken off from the settings. Video editing, the students can certainly edit out parts of what they produce. That you can also take off that view count, so you don't need to have students, again, trying to have that social media war about who liked or who viewed. But you can allow students to add sticky notes or not. Today, we're just going to stick with having that video response. Next, basic feedback and custom feedback. We're going to leave that setting on basic, and if you want, you can change these to your default settings. I'm not going to, because I change it each time we create. Once the topic's created, you are going to be given an address. You can copy it and then, of course, link straight to Google Classroom if you'd like. We are in a PD using a Google Meet. I will copy and paste this in there for you guys so that we have it. I'm actually going to go put it on the slideshow right now so I don't forget. There that is, so that we have that for later. Lastly, I'd just like to show you now what the students will see. When the students click on that link and have that join code, they're going to come to this landing page where they're asked to see, think, and wonder. They will see my written instructions and they'll have my video interest to allow them to read through what's going on. Lastly, and I would like you guys to do this today, click record a response and reply to your thoughts on this particular piece of artwork. If seeing it here is too small, do remember for us today in class, it will be on our slideshow so that you guys can have an opportunity to see it a little bit bigger on your screen. Thank you. I hope this video helps you guys create opportunities to interact with your students during virtual learning.